I'm here today with a special friend of Rotary, Enid Kanyangyeyo, who is the principal of the Mburara International School in Mburara, Uganda. And Enid, can you please tell us a little bit about your school and how you got started?
Yes, when I was in Canada, I was here for 15 years. Around that time, that's when the AIDS epidemic broke out in Uganda. And a lot of people were dying, and there were so many kids left without homes. An 18-year-old would be the head of the house. And I kept thinking about it, what would happen to them in the future, because that means they leave school, they stay home. So I started planning to go back and start a school for girls so that they learn skills like hands-on skills to think for themselves, to plan, so that they are self-reliant. And I packed my bags and I went back and I started. But I started with 5 students. One of them came with a little brother and I couldn't send him back. So slowly we've been growing and we have more girls, but there are boys too. It's a happy school. Students love being in school and the parents love it. I enjoy it very, very much. I learn a lot from my students. I learn a lot from my teachers. I'm very happy and very proud of Rotary Club of London South, which has been supportive for the last 12 years. We wouldn't be anywhere if we didn't have them.
Enid, tell us a little bit about your transition coming from Uganda originally to Canada and then returning to Uganda.
I came to Canada in the first place as a refugee when there was civil war in Uganda with my 4 children. And we settled here in London, Ontario. And we were here for 15 years. My children grew, went to universities, they were independent. So I decided, instead of sitting here doing nothing as a retired teacher and kids gone, I thought I was still strong and I wanted to spend the rest of my knowledge, skills, and strength rebuild our country, which went through bad civil war.
So what year did you open the school?
I opened the school in 2000, the year 2000.
And from the 5 original students, how many students do you have in your school now?
I have 145 students, and that is from junior kindergarten to grade 7.
And do you have children just from the local area, or do you have children that come and board at the school as well?
I have children from the local area, then a lot of students from Rwanda, which is in transition from French to English. And I have students who come from away from Mburara, like Kampala, Kasese, and other districts who should be borders.
Your school is growing.
Yes.
What are your plans for the future?
My plans are to build a bigger school. We are already in the process. We have plans made. We are collecting materials, and we hope to start in September.
Do you receive any government funding for your school?
I don't receive anything other than from Rotary Club here.
And how does your school survive in addition to the funds that Rotary donates?
Students who come from families who are able, they pay school fees. And we have to be very, very, very careful to know what we buy and what we can do without. So we recycle a lot. We don't dump things. And we do most of the work ourselves. We clean up the school, we clean up the compound, and students are learning to be self-reliant.
If anyone wanted to get in touch with you, is there a website?
There is a website, and I can't remember the address very well, but I'll send it to you, Joan. And we are in touch with a lot of friends, especially in Canada, in England, and in the US. And they are all interested in the school. Some of them managed to come and spend time with us. And I hope we'll get some people from Canada to come and stay with us.
So you encourage people from Canada and abroad to come and learn at your school, but
Yes.
also help teach the children.
Yes, yes, we do. We've just had 2 students from Boston, and we used to have students from Dalhousie in Nova Scotia, and we've had students from England. So we like interacting with other students.
And what would you say the greatest satisfaction is in starting the school in Mburara?
I'm so, so happy that I've been able to offer my skills. The children learn a lot from me, and I learn a lot from them. We teach other languages. We teach French and Kiswahili. And you can tell that students from Mburara are really different from other students. They know a lot of stuff. They learn computers all the way down from kindergarten. They do art. They do sports. We sing. We love singing. I started a club called Bookworm Club to help students develop the culture of reading, which is not there in Uganda. And they love that. And we get a lot of books from friends. Whoever comes, bring a book. Whoever comes. So we have a decent little library, and students love to read.
So thank you, Enid, for coming and visiting us here in London this August 11th,
Yes.
2012, and we look forward to your annual visit next year.
Thank you, Joan. Thank you. If somebody wants to support the school or sponsor student or send money for buying computers and any other thing, they can get in touch with Joan here. She will tell them the procedure.
So that's the Rotary Club of London South, London, Ontario. My name is Joan Fisher, and you can reach me at syncpolio@rogers.com. In teaching in Uganda, are there supplies that you use on a regular basis that you have difficulty acquiring in your country?
Yes, there are things like pencils. There are primary pencils for little people with little fingers and ordinary pencils, markers, pens, sometimes Crayola chalk and Crayola paints, scissors, little scissors for kindergarten to learn to use scissors. They are plastic and they're not sharp. Socks.
What color of socks?
White. It's funny because some parents complained in the parent-teachers meeting, white socks get dirty, can we use any other color? And I said, no, we use white.
And is this part of their uniform?
Yes. Our uniform for boys is khaki shorts and green checked shirts with white collars, and girls it's dresses with white collars.